I'm not saying that I don't sell apps. I just don't sell the apps first.
I got you.
So then if you sell the apps first, they're hungry and they get a bunch of apps.
Yes.
Then what's sacrificed is the dinner. Then they go, oh, we have a lot of apps. We're going to split the dinner.
Split that, yes.
Right? So if you focus on the dinner, then most likely, if anything's going to get lopped off, is the apps.
Yeah.
Which is a quarter of the price.
Absolutely.
So that's...
Boom. No, I love it.
Hi. Welcome to the Modern Waiter Podcast. I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter, where we discuss all things restaurant business. Learn something. Laugh at something. Providing a great experience for a restaurant guest requires hitting some key points during the visit. These key points are referred to as steps of service. We will reveal what they are and why they're important, but first, the intro.
Tired of working deadbeat jobs for lame pay. I'm tired of getting fired and hired the same day. If you know the rules of the game, then you'll stay. And if you don't...
As usual, I'm joined by my good friend Danny DeVilla.
What's up, people?
As we talk about
steps of service,
many times a restaurant will have a list of steps of service. As we go through our list, we're not going to talk about times because every restaurant timing is different.
Different, absolutely.
And so it's one of the, you're really only going to learn steps of service pretty much once.
True.
And then it becomes intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
And then there may only be one, maybe two things different as you go into a different restaurant.
Yeah, as your style of restaurant changes, you will change. Not much of the steps, the original steps will always stay the same.
Yeah, they're like commandments.
Yes, but then you will add either, like you do breadcrumbing at your spot, which is a step of service now for you, which wasn't before.
Yeah.
So there's little things like that where you will have to imply, but besides that, nothing will change.
Yeah, I mean, all those minor things we won't get into because they fall under a greater category.
Yes, exactly.
But it's really interesting because we will achieve it in different ways, I guess is a better way to say it.
Yeah.
But these are like, boom.
Yes.
Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not kill. And
these
all
are the 10 Commandments right here.
They're the 10 Commandments, really. And so...
Is there 10 of them?
There are 10 of them.
Look at that. Yeah. I looked over, I was like, wait, is there 10 of them? That is just spot on.
I love it. And so the steps of service always begins with the
greet.
The greet.
Yeah.
I think that's the most varied thing in a restaurant, period.
Perfect.
How they want you to greet a table. The worst is the many specials and the selling right off rip.
Yeah, you give the person a chance to digest.
I used to have to say, welcome to XYZ. Can I start you out with an ice cold Coca-Cola? I had to say it.
Oh my God.
Ice cold Coca-Cola. By brand, ice cold every time.
Whoa.
Hated it.
That's the worst.
The worst.
That is horrible.
I felt like you might as well put me in a sandwich board.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Lito's Pizza?
No.
So
is that the one that sings?
Yeah. Oh no, but is it maybe a CC's? No, it's not. It's not. It is CC's. The one with the buffet style one.
Oh no! I've never.
So, anyways, I was there years ago with my daughter's mom, and we were sitting there and we're enjoying our food. But every time somebody came at the door, they said the same thing, and it just started getting redundant. We're just like, oh, and it was loud too. Like you could hear it all throughout the restaurant.
Yeah. that I don't mind because I get the sentiment. I get why they want to have a greeting.
Yeah.
They want to greet their customers, but they don't have a greeter. So they're yelling. They're in the kitchen making burgers.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to Five Guys. I mean,
we get it.
How do you greet your tables?
I greet different people differently, actually. Yeah, man. I kind of, I go with the normal. Well, how you guys doing today, or it just depends.
Okay.
It's pretty. I kind of just vibe in. Like, I have like one of four that I use, but I usually I'll vibe in and I'll just see which one will fit right there. Like, hey, how you guys doing today, or hey. Usually it starts with a hey, but I don't know, and then it kind of goes from there.
Gotcha. All right, and then so wrapped up in the greet, do you do specials right away in your greet?
I might. No, it depends.
Okay.
It depends on the situation as well. Like, you know.
Okay, just suppose like they didn't say anything. They weren't like, oh, we're thirsty or give us a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
They just sat and looked at you.
So if let's say they first come in, right, and I see them sit, and I know that they haven't had a real chance to look at the menu, I'll go up to them like, hey, how you guys doing today? Why don't you take a little time to get you? I know you just sat down. Take your little chance to look at the menu. I'm gonna grab you some water. I'll be right back over so you can take time to digest, and we'll jump into the game.
Do you say your name?
No, not off the rip.
Okay.
When I come back that next time, you know, if they need anything, I'll let them know my name.
Okay.
I'm not really big on the whole name telling off the rip.
Why, you wear a name tag?
No.
What do you mean off the rip? When are you supposed to tell them your name?
Sometimes I don't tell my name at all.
What?
Yeah. I'm just their guy.
Hey, guy. How do they call you? How do they summon you?
Well, nobody summons me. You know, I'm usually there when they need to be there. I'm like a genie.
How many black guys work there?
Not that many.
So they're going to just be like,
I had him. He's my guy. They're pulling me out of the lineup first. Don't even worry about it.
Wow. For me, I primarily because I really don't want to be summoned any other way but my name. And I tell them my name, and I tell them right away. And if they say hey or waiter or whatever, I come over and I say Marlon.
Yes.
And then I don't let them get another word out until they acknowledge, they understand what my name is, and that's how you call me over. It's like, it's just kind of weird to be like, hey, and I'd be like, oh, you know.
For me, I think my style of service, in a way, though, is I'm usually always where I need to be at. Like, I can kind of read a guest from a distance. I'm looking at my guests most of the time anyways. So even if when I see them looking around, I'm already there. Like, I try to be like that guy. Even if I can't physically help you at that moment, I notice that you need something.
I just rolled my eyes.
Yeah, he did. And they saw it. Okay, you're on video.
There are people listening, and I just rolled my eyes. They heard my eyes. Like,
He goes, I hate you right now.
What is... You're insufferable. I'm always where I need to be. You ain't got side work?
Yeah.
So what if you're off doing side work?
Then somebody tells me that my table needs something. And I pop out there and take care of it.
And how did they tell that server?
They wave them down because they don't know their name.
Yeah, they don't know your name either. I had the guy.
That guy.
Oh, man. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, definitely. I advise to...
Oh, yeah. All of you out there, do tell them your name.
Yeah. Don't listen to this guy. Yeah, tell him your name. That's important.
No, he's right.
You know, because you're a connection. Just like your restaurant has a name,
Absolutely.
You have a name. You know, your coworkers have names. And it humanizes you. You're not just the waiter.
Yeah.
Don't call me over waiter. Yeah, that's what I am. But, you know, your teacher's not just teacher. It's Mr. So-and-so. It's Professor so-and-so. It's Dr. So-and-so. Your name
is who you
supersedes what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a waiter, but
he's Marlon.
I am Marlon.
Yes.
Right? So, yes. Step one, greet the guest.
Yes.
And typically, I tell specials because I find that if I don't do it then, they're curious about it. I don't want them to make decisions outside without knowing all the things. Mm-hmm. So I tend to do that.
No, and I'll point out specials because our specials are written at my spot. Mm-hmm. So same idea like you, where you're telling it. I'm just letting them know that they have that piece of paper on that table, that this is where the specials are.
Okay, so they're in possession of the specials.
Yes, they're in possession of it. So if they have any questions, they can just let me know about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, our specials are verbal. They can be a little cumbersome sometimes, but as I go through it, I like to just make my overall paint the picture right at the beginning. So it's name, it's welcome, it's the specials, and then scene.
Boom.
You know, like I'm not looking to engage you with any orders at that point at all. It's just here's some information, and I tell them. Each time I go to the table, I tell them what's going to happen next. Primarily.
You give them steps of service.
I give them the steps of service. So in the beginning, I tell them, I'll be right back to take your drink order.
Yeah.
I don't say take your drink order. I say to find out what you'd like to drink.
Because when you first, especially like I said, if you approach it very quickly, like that's being on top of your job and the greets, they try to tell you 20, 30 seconds, which in 30 seconds nobody knows anything. I mean, they might, but most people don't. Especially if they're looking through the menu or something like that. And at your spot, you hand out the menu anyway, so they have no knowledge of anything.
Yeah, I'm the one that gives them the menu.
Yeah, so at that point, they need that time anyway to digest it. So it makes perfect sense for you to drop, introduce, come back.
Yeah. For me, like, first impressions are everything. So I don't want them to think like, oh, he didn't tell me the specials or this and that. I didn't drop the ball.
Yeah.
So as I go and I say, hi, I'm Marlon. I'll be assisting you today. And some people are kind of like, assisting me? I need assistance, Sometimes I say, I'm taking care of you today. And then I say, hey, I have a couple of specials I could tell you about. And then I go into the specials. And then I lead them to where they can find the wine or, some specialty drinks. Say, look that over. I'll be back to, in a few minutes to find out what you'd like to drink.
Yeah, because you have your Buster drops water and everything else at your spot.
Buster does water and bread. And so ideally later on in
So that
the
buys you
evening,
moments anyways.
I'm very...
Well,
when you say buy me moments, what does that mean?
Like after that initial greet, that buys you the moments for them to digest what they're doing. They actually have a physical drink in front of them. So they're not.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They're not butt naked waiting on even water.
Yes.
Okay. They can be waiting. That's not the point. It is the point. I see what you're saying. In an ideal world, yes. They sit down, they have water within a minute, 2 minutes, ideally.
That's fair.
They have a greet within that same amount of time. Yeah. However...
I mean, no, we're not saying certain things. We're giving ideally. We're talking because anything can change. But ideally, these are why they are the 10 steps, because this is how it's supposed to flow.
Yes.
And this is what you want it to flow like.
And it's important to be adaptive because sometimes they want to skip the greet. They don't want to hear your name. They want that, that espresso martini immediately.
Right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'll take an espresso martini. Oh, we're going to drink right away. I laugh and I start on.
What do you want to do, brother? I got you. Yeah.
Oh, we going this way? Okay.
Like let's say in that same instance, they go, oh, well, I don't need water. I'm having this.
Yes.
I'm getting that.
I'm getting it.
You already saved me that time anyways.
Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you.
Yeah. I know some people like Omar, he gets put if he doesn't get to say his spiel. And I don't understand it. It's like they're not there for you.
Yeah, you're there for them.
You're there for them.
Absolutely.
So if they want this calamari right now and deal with drinks later, no problem. If they don't want to hear your stuff right now, no problem. Because they're the ones that decide if they have a good time or not.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not you.
And so, if they want to...
Now, don't let them dictate the whole situation.
That's different.
Yes.
That's different. Because I'm not going to get into the weeds with that. That's different.
Yeah.
So, greet, specials, and then next, come back, you sell beverages.
Yes.
And I say sell because taking a drink order sounds like what it is. It's taking a drink order.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, quite honestly, I take a drink order.
True. Because the average person kind of knows what they want. Now, when you're selling, you're
matching them up
You're matching them up with what they're looking for. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, well, what's good? What's good is what's good. And then right when they say what's good, I say, hey, what's good? What do you like to drink? Mm-hmm. What is your preference of alcohol? Are you a rum drinker? Are you a vodka drinker? Do you do tequila? Where are you going with? Are you wine? What are you doing?
Also, if they're asking for something that you don't have,
true,
that's also a selling opportunity.
Absolutely.
We don't have frozen drinks.
Okay.
So then I'm now going to
direct you
from
something.
That.
Yeah.
That you want something, fruity, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So then I have to
tropical.
Sell you. Yes. And that's my assumption.
Yeah.
But I like selling drinks,
mm-hmm.
selling the wine, because a lot of times they're going to pick what they're going to pick.
Yes.
But
80% of the time they're going to pick what they're going to pick.
That's true.
80%. 20% of the time you're gonna suggest and you're gonna push, or you're gonna sell.
You're gonna sell because I'm only selling when I'm invited to sell.
Absolutely. You don't want to be overbearing.
I'm not trying to push anything on you because, like, listen.
Because then if it does come back, it becomes your fault.
And wine ain't cheap.
Yes.
So if they're not really
Into it.
yes. So as you're selling, you're finding out like you said, what is it that they like?
Yeah.
Because they're going to ask you about wine. Let's just say it's wine.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to start, obvious question, red or white.
Yeah.
What style? Do you want it dry? Do you want it oaky? Do you want it fruity? Do you want it full bodied? Do you want it light? You know, what's the last wine you drank and you enjoyed?
Exactly.
You know, so then, and sometimes they just don't want to break the bank. So they just paint by numbers.
Yep.
I'll take that $14 glass right there. No problem.
No problem.
And so, yep, step number 2, selling the beverages.
But in that instance, that's almost like a double because when I serve it, usually you're trying to find out if they're doing appetizers, where they're going next. Are you going to start with some apps? How are we pacing out your courses? Are we jumping right in?
Yes.
Are you ready to eat? If you're not, you take your time. You know, you're at this. That's almost the most crucial part of the interaction. After you drop the beverages, where we're going next, because you could almost be completely after that point. That could be not the last time you see the table, but that's the last time you really truly interact with them until the check, because they could just be chilling, eating, drinking, and then you could just be that guy who sees them and just takes care of their needs as needed.
Yeah, you're still on the hook for some work right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, yes, you serve the beverages, right? Then the next step, most people go to selling apps.
Absolutely.
I go to selling dinner.
Okay.
I don't necessarily sell the apps right away. I sell the apps after I've taken the dinner order. So if you give me the apps, that's fine. But I talk about the entrees, and I say it. I say, do you have any questions about the entrees?
Absolutely. Do you have any questions about the menu as a whole?
Yeah, menu, entrees, whatever. But I purposely want to start on the on the.
You want to see where they're at with the food.
Correct.
Yeah.
I want to see,
because in the end, that's the bulk of it for us.
And you're also telling me which way you want to go price wise.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, do you want to just get a bunch of stuff and split it? Then I know what kind of apps you're gonna want, or if you're gonna need apps at all.
Exactly.
Because you might have overbought, and I'm not gonna let you overbuy.
Yeah.
And so to me, the whole show is the entrees. And so once I've sold the entrees, and in the case of they're sharing a bunch of stuff, I say, oh, well, you're pretty much set. You know, while this is being prepared, would you like to nibble on whatever the case may be?
Yeah.
So then I have an idea of where I can fit some stuff in.
Yeah.
Or I would suggest not even bothering, because you're really hungry. There's no need.
There's no need.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if they have a traditional one entree thing, as selling the app is I'm selling the time it takes you to wait for your food to be prepared. So I say, while you're waiting for your food to be prepared, would you like to nibble on something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to nibble on something? I very rarely say appetizer. I just say, do you want something to nibble on while you're waiting? Oh, we're going to be waiting.
We're for the
Let's
show.
Get some oysters.
Yeah.
Let's get some calamari, whatever. And then you start then it's a whole other round of selling.
Yeah.
Is this going to be enough? Is this going to be a variety? Are you going to get a taste of, so, but in my mind, and I could be wrong, if I focus on the apps first, they might get fatigued at dinner and just give up and go, I just want to have
good
this.
with apps.
Yeah. This way, they come for the main show, and you're still in the trenches going like, I'm still hungry. Let's, they ain't eating yet.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I I discuss the order, take the order, and then talk about the apps. It could be 6 of one and a half dozen of the other.
Yeah, I mean, either way, but you're right. I mean, I like your style of it. I dig it.
Yeah, because
you've already got that main, you got the chunky out there.
You got the chunky out there.
Yeah. So I do it a little bit differently. I still try to sell the app. But if I notice they're doing something, if they're doing too much, I'm like, yeah, I want you to enjoy the show.
Okay, so that's my point.
Yes.
Right? So I'm not saying that I don't sell apps. I just don't sell the apps first.
I got you.
So then if you sell the apps first, they're hungry and they get a bunch of apps.
Yes.
Then what's sacrificed is the dinner. Then they go, oh, we have a lot of apps. We're going to split the dinner.
Split that, yes.
Right? So if you focus on the dinner, they're most likely, if anything's going to get lopped off, is the apps.
Yeah.
Which is a quarter of the price.
Absolutely.
So that's...
Boom. No, that's why I love it.
All right. So now your work's over.
Yes.
Now you're on cruise control.
Now you go put stuff in the computer. Now that table is pretty much, everything else is just maintenance.
Everything else is just
and
maintenance.
all these other steps are going to be talking about doing maintenance and table maintenance and taking care of this or taking care of that.
You just need to keep that car on the road.
Yep.
That's it. You put it on cruise control, let your foot off the gas, and then hopefully your kitchen times out if you don't have the fire system.
Yep.
And so then now comes time to serve the apps or the food. You check back. You serve. Hopefully you're serving it all at once.
Yes.
I have that in my notes right here.
It should be all at once.
It should be all at once. I can't stand, with the exception of a sushi place, I can't stand one person
eating,
having their food, and then I have to wait. And I didn't come to eat by myself.
Yes. That's not how it works.
I get it. If you have a small kitchen and it's a ton of people, I kind of get it. But please, try to serve all the food.
The only way it really can technically work if you're doing a family style and then you're bringing out family portions in different times. This way everybody's still eating at the same time.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way it should ever work like that.
Yeah. But you've had places that are regular restaurant and they just bring it out stuff whenever they feel like
they just bring it out when they bring it out.
Yeah. And so, yes, serve the food, and then you're checking back on the guests. Some a popular phrase is 2 minutes, 2 bites.
Yeah.
All that stuff. It just means be present.
Yeah.
And the closer you are to that first couple of minutes, 2 minutes at the most.
That's how you know if you have the problem with anything. Because you need to make sure you need to assess that everything on that table is at least the way it's supposed to come out. You know what I mean? That you weren't missing anything. That if they had an allergy, that they didn't put the wrong thing into your dish. Or if it was undercooked, if your steak was under or overcooked, or either way, it should be like you can fix these things and address it right away before it becomes an issue.
Ideally, if you're not the one to run the food, you want to be there as the food is
hitting the table.
The table, because you can be the first line of defense.
Yeah.
When something goes wrong, you're like, oh no, that wasn't supposed to have fries.
That was supposed to have this. Yes.
Yeah, they're allergic to mushrooms. You pull the wrong one.
Yeah, you grab the wrong check.
Yeah, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I've just walked away and be like, oop, that's not yours. This one has rice, and you wanted.
And you can see it right away and fix it.
You can see it right away.
And I've done that before too. Yes, absolutely. I did that yesterday or the day before.
Boom. But if you're not there and you assume everything goes to plan, nothing wrong with it. No. But if you have nothing else to do, stand there while it's being,
absolutely.
help.
You should definitely try to be present when the food hits the table, or be there within a minute of it hitting the table.
True, especially. Yes, we have food runners. I'm not about to run food all day because I have other stuff to do.
No,
but as I'm there, sometimes people move seat numbers.
Yes.
So I know that, I could recognize, she's the one that gets the salad.
Exactly.
And another reason why you want to be there,
even if you're passing out drinks, like let's say you're grabbing drinks from another table and you're going back to the table, you're kind of still present. You can be vocal, like, no, that goes there and that goes there, without even touching anything on the table, just so they have some guidance.
Yes. How about your favorite?
Exactly.
When somebody says, I didn't get that, I got that. You come over, you're like, no.
No. You got this.
Yeah. That's what you had.
Yeah. That's you.
Because some people try to pull an audible by saying, that looks much better. I'm going to, because the food runner doesn't know any different.
Yeah.
So when he walks away, they won.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. They won. They took that plate away. They're starting to make something else. And you're like, no, buddy.
No.
That's what you ordered.
That's what you ordered.
That's what you having.
That's what you're getting.
Oh, can I change it? What do you think? This is a magic show?
You can. Now you got to wait. And now
you can what? No, you can order something else.
Yeah.
You can add on, but you can't change it. It's made.
It's made. It's done.
It's here. It's in front of you. It's what you ordered. It's delicious.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
If it was wrong, it's my fault.
Yes.
If it's right, it's your fault.
If it's right, you having it. You want something else, you can add on.
Yeah.
But we're not changing what? How? How are we going to change it? What are we going to do with this one?
Do I just flip sides with you?
You know what I'm saying? No. Try that nonsense. And so, yes, hopefully 2 minutes, 2 bites, whatever you want to call it. It's tough to be everywhere at once.
True.
So you're not going to be there always, unless it's a dead ass restaurant, or you only have the 3 tables. And you have a front and a back and a sideways.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be there, omnipresent.
Absolutely.
But you're also going to be tipping out everybody else.
Exactly.
And now we're at number 7. clearing the table. Here's where I don't understand. I have issues with coworkers on this one. Some people clear the table and not clear the table. If you're going to clear the table, clear everything that has to do with that meal off the doggone table.
Yeah.
And only leave what is being used. Sometimes people want to keep the bread or whatever the case may be, but I see people that leave stuff on the table all the time, and that is not adhering to that particular step.
Now, when you clear
service.
your table, do you wait for all the guests to finish and then clear everything at one time?
No, it depends on the table.
Exactly. Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean,
because certain places, I remember, if you go to a nicer place, or I'm going to call it nicer, certain families won't even let you clear the table until everybody else is done.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked what your
different
style
people
is.
have different sensibilities.
Absolutely.
And you ain't going to get it right.
No.
You're not going to get it right because in some cultures or Europeans, if you clear before the other person's done, then that's rude. In other places, I'm done.
I'm good.
I want my plate out of here.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I can focus on my drink now.
Yes. So for me, the rule of thumb is if they push the plate away or to the side,
that's automatic.
You take it.
Yeah.
And so as a default, I want to clear everyone together.
True.
Only because it just takes the one time.
Absolutely.
The point in which I start clearing people individually is if
larger parties for me.
Larger parties,
Yeah,
because it's really tough to get that all at once.
Exactly. So if you could do like 4 and 4, or if you get lucky, see like 3 people done, and then you can clear the rest at the same time. That's perfect.
Yeah, and there are enough people eating to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, to where they're not.
And I'm just kind of nibbling away at the stuff that I have to do.
Exactly.
And so I try to. You will learn to gauge. When it's a good, and sometimes you get it wrong, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I'll leave it
No
here."
problem. Yeah, that's, my bad.
Exactly. And so that's a tough one to know.
Yeah.
But regardless of when you do it,
you have to do it.
Don't leave crumbs, watermarks, wrappers. I see people leave all kinds of
clear the table,
empty glasses, this and that. Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
it is. It's actually a fail.
Let's clean you up.
Clean you up, because really what you're doing is resetting the table for dessert.
Yes,
that's what that
and it should look like a fresh table.
It should look like a fresh table with your drinks on there.
Yep.
And some people are territorial. They want to keep the paper napkin and work it in their fingers, or the coaster, or the whatever.
When people are drinking at my table, what you know what I call it? When I pull their glasses, their old stuff away, I said, let me give her that evidence for you.
I like that. I like that. And somebody, we got to start writing these down, because we have a listener that wanted us to talk about the things that waiters say.
Yeah.
And I like that. Let me get rid of the evidence. and as you're playful with it, they play along and they're fine with it. But some people like to hold on to that glass and they go, oh, they suck on the ice, or.
Which is fine. And that means you're still doing the drink, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, some people are annoying with it.
Yeah. I mean.
There's nothing in there.
There's nothing there.
Stop it. Because.
What are you holding on to?
I have had issues where management expects you to either resell or take the empties out. And if it's empty, you really should.
Yeah.
So if they're hanging on to it, you're there sweating bullets going like, it makes me look like I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
But they want to, this lady got shitty with me once, this was years ago. And it was a margarita glass, but it was like a shallow margarita glass. And she had, honestly, if she tipped it over, it would be dry. It wouldn't even
never would have came out of it?
Yeah. And she's like, oh no, I still have some left. And I had it in my hand. I go, go ahead, dip your finger on in there and get the rest out. I had it. I know it was rude, but I was like, come on now, there's nothing there.
There's nothing
like,
here.
You can hardly see any color. What are you talking about? So territorial about it. You go, okay, my point was, how are you going to get it out?
It's gone.
Except for with your finger.
It's gone.
It's gone. Let it go. You can get another one.
Yeah. We'll get you another one.
Yes, exactly. And so your tables are cleared. Now it's time for
the finale,
the
dessert. Okay?
Desserts and after dinner drinks.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of people ask for after dinner drinks?
Yes, and I mean not. I'll say 30%, 30 to 40%.
Okay.
Not. It's on the lesser end, but not too far on the lesser end where it's not enough to say that's not warranted.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
What's the most popular after dinner drink?
Right now, espresso martinis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just maybe like a cappuccino or something. But like espresso martinis first. If I'm doing alcohol.
Yeah.
Ports are kind of old school.
Ports. You get any Amaros? Or
I don't.
any of those?
I get some. Sometimes Sambuca still.
Okay.
When we have limoncello, sometimes we make it around the holidays.
Okay.
I sell limoncello, which is good. People like
All
that.
right.
But usually it's on the most common is right now is espresso martini. You know what I mean? Like let's say if guaranteed if it's like a 4 or 5 top and one person's getting like an espresso or a coffee, somebody at that table that was drinking is getting an espresso martini with it.
I wonder, and we should write this down as a show. I wonder because obviously when I first moved to Florida back in when, the martinis weren't that prevalent. Like
yes.
it was sour apple martinis.
Yeah, it was still very what was it? That was Sex and the City still in.
Yeah.
It was the Cosmo was it still. It was huge.
It was the Cosmo, then
Apple
it went to the
Teenies.
Apple Teeny, and then it kind of took a dive until you came around to I don't know what else, the Lemon Drop and things like that. So what is it about the espresso martini that's so popular now? Because obviously I enjoy them. I love them.
We get them all the time.
Where
did this come from?
Where does it come from?
Who knows? But it's delicious.
Somebody marketed some stuff and dropped it into our society. And,
killing it.
Because you said Cosmos with Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Years ago, there was a movie. It was a wine movie, and then they killed the sales of Merlot.
It was because with an S. What is it? Sideways? Side what? Some. I know exactly the movie.
Yeah.
It's Paul Giamatti in it.
Yes.
He goes, I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot. And he was a Pinot Noir drinker, and he goes to the wine country. Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah. So I wonder, is there something, and if you know this, please let me know. Reach out to me at The Modern Waiter Podcast on Instagram or themodernwaiter@gmail.com. If you know why espresso martinis
They're so
are
hot
right now, or have been hot for a
while, yeah.
Was there a movie that I missed or something like that?
That really brought it to life.
What happened?
Yeah.
Yes, please. And if you do enjoy our show, please, give us a like.
Yes.
Consider subscribing. Pass it on to a friend.
Not consider, subscribe.
Yes, that's true. It's hard to do these things, but as I consume content as well.
Yeah.
It's nice to support people and to have that reminder. If you subscribe, it comes up in your feed, or it really gives feedback as to how you're doing, what direction you're going in. People are, messaging me more and more, and they always have, and I respond to everybody. Some shows I can't do, some shows I can.
Yeah.
And so I don't say can't, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. So I put it in record and wait till I have someone who can speak on authority for that particular subject.
So back to dessert.
Back to dessert. Man, and I've said this on the show before, I don't care if you get dessert or not. The only time I want you to get dessert is when I'm sandbagging.
Yeah.
It's like when it's done, I'm like,
it's done.
Yeah. And I sell dessert because I like dessert.
Yeah.
I only get dessert. I used to have dessert in the house. Or I used to buy dessert back in the day. And
I haven't had dessert in my house in forever too.
Yeah, man.
So it's when you do go get it, it's out. It's a rarity.
Yes. So do you want to take that opportunity?
Absolutely.
Speaking of dessert, are you done with the creme brulees? I want my souffles back.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Oh yeah, they're all clean. I'll bring them back over.
Yeah.
Stop yelling at me.
Back dirty.
My bad. I thought they were mine to keep.
You did what?
I've been using them for stuff like dips and stuff.
Yo, give back my stuff. Listen to you. I'm over here with my two toothpaste left.
Oh, I got a bunch. I'll bring them back over.
Yeah, I know you got them all.
Yes, I murdered those creme brulees. They are phenomenal.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And so, dessert. How do you sell dessert?
Dessert usually sells itself. I mean, I only have 4.
So do you do it verbally or do you?
Yeah. I do mine verbally. Absolutely.
Do you have a dessert menu?
I do have a dessert. I have a dessert menu and also has after dinner drinks on it. But unless there's a language barrier or there's a unless there's a language barrier, I'm selling it directly.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what I have because I have 4. I keep it real simple.
Yeah.
Break down the 4. See if you want to add it. Would you like to?
What are the 4?
Key lime pie, creme brulee, cheesecake,
okay,
and a lava cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hitting all the bases.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Then I tell them the 4. See if they want to do any after dinner drinks with them as well.
Okay.
And And at that point, if it's all no's, then I start to get the check ready for them and I drop the check.
All right, that's the final step.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of desserts. I think almost too many, but it works.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
People like desserts.
People like desserts. And we have a pastry chef, so she
that's
does an
nice.
amazing
That's
job
quality,
on
yeah.
all the desserts. I mean, it's how you want it.
Yeah, my spot doesn't have the facility to have the pastry chef because it's an older house or whatever, so it's smaller.
Yeah.
So we do outsource, but we do it locally and stuff like that. So they are good quality desserts, but we just don't have the ability to do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I work there. They do a great job with the desserts.
Oh, they do.
The only time that I have a problem with it is when they change.
Yes.
Yeah, like, this ain't the same quality.
Yes.
You know, when they change the key lime pie, I used to go back there and get the remnants. And it's like, I ain't even
No, this ain't the same one, yeah.
How's the key?
It's back to the original. It's back to the one with the stamp.
Okay. I was about to say, don't.
It's back.
Gotta work that.
It's back to the quality one with the stamp. Remember when it had the stamp that just said key lime pie? That's the one we get it at.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, if you're in Florida and you don't have good key lime pie, take it off the menu.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're disappointing a whole lot of
You're
people.
hurting people's feelings.
You are hurting people's feelings. And so you mentioned presenting the check. How do you present the check?
I'm pretty easy with
Are
mine.
meaning, do you do it down on the table or you put the book?
We don't even
like
have
that?
books anymore.
What?
We have the trays. Remember?
Okay,
That you
okay.
give the little clips on it.
Okay.
So So now we do have, we have these they're candles, but they're not candles. They look like I call them infinity stones because they look like infinity stones to me. So I put the check on top of that so it's visual.
Okay.
I like to keep it in a visual spot. And when I did have books, I would put the check up.
Okay.
So it was always a visual thing for me.
I'm a fan of...
And this way I know when they grab it, it's moved and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Because that's why I put it on top of something where they can see it so I can see when they grab it. It's more of a... I need to know when you're grabbing because you can just put it on the table. It can just sit there and not know.
So the infinity stone doesn't have actual flame in it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. It's cool. And
All
it changes
right.
colors too. So I can pick whatever stone I want.
You got the soul stone going on?
Yeah, they got all that. Yo, they got the red, the white, the blue. Yo, it looks just like the Tesseract. Yo.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for me, I generally put it face down. I really don't pay attention to if it's moved or anything like that. I just have presence, and I could tell if I see a wallet out or a purse or things like that. I generally don't have an issue with that part of it. If it's the end of the night, I come up and I move it for you.
Yeah.
So you know, like, hey, you know, I just...
Time to get in the game.
It's time to get in the game. So I'm a big fan of the trays.
Okay, yeah.
You know, because you could see the credit card. There.
Yes.
You know,
Well, that's what I do like about that. Yeah, the tray, you can see the credit card.
Yes.
You can know if there's cash. It's right away.
100%.
Yeah.
100% transparency.
Absolutely.
With the book, it could be... I guess I just don't have that feel bad bone in me.
Yeah.
But
It could be something that you don't even know.
if you don't put the card
outward or
to
looking
the side
toward,
or top, here's what I recommend. Just put the card on top of the thing. Because that sleeve will ruin your day.
Yeah.
That sleeve, half the time, it's flapping.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
somebody lose a credit card in a book.
Inside the book.
Inside the book.
Yes.
It was there the whole time. They freaked out, thought they lost the person's credit card.
Yes.
It was in the book because the book had a little thing and it slipped through the crack and now it's behind the little thing. So you were like...
I feel the pain.
Yeah.
It's really, I know you're just trying to help out and stuff like that. I take it out of that little loose pocket stuff on top and I shove it right in the thing because
Yeah,
I ain't trying to lose another
That's the
card.
most terrifying thing on the planet. Is
Yeah.
losing my
Have you
credit
ever
card.
lost a credit card?
Yeah, once. It might have been my only time that happened to me it was years ago with a book. It was in the book. Okay, and I'm losing my yo, there's no way I lost this thing, yo.
Yeah, it was just here.
Yo, you go over there and you give me a card. Am I going crazy? Am I losing it?
It's a bad feeling.
But I've helped plenty of coworkers find their card.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
retract their steps with them and everything, yo.
Yo, it's a fire drill when somebody loses a
It's
card. 'Cause
always.
we all feel it.
We all feel it, yo. You're
We all been there.
Man.
Yeah, that's the last step. And actually, no.
No, the end greet.
The end greet.
After you drop off the credit card, you say good night, or you say you have a great day, or you greet them on the way out to make sure that they had a great meal, or their last impression of you was good.
Yes, and I'm struggling with greeting and on the way out, but I get what you're saying. Yes. So you thank them for
you, yes.
coming. And I say, I look forward to having you back. I always, tell them that I expect to see them back in some kind of way or fashion. Because that part is...
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Come see me again.
Yes.
If you're here, if they're transient, next time you're in town, you ask for me. I got you.
Yes.
I'm your guy.
100%. I like that part. I like the end.
Yeah.
I really do. Because you really gauge what they think of you.
Yeah.
If they don't make eye contact
if they just walk out.
Yeah.
When you say the goodbye, if they're looking down, if they're not looking at you, you might have did something wrong.
Or you didn't affect them at all.
Yeah.
If they are looking for you to say goodbye, got them.
Got them.
Yes.
Yes.
It's such validation when you have that thing where we're looking for you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. You have a great one.
Yeah. I love that. That's my
best.
favorite part. That's
Yeah.
that's my review.
Yeah.
But if they sneak out, first of all, I'm like,
What just happened?
I don't think that tips you. You're just sneaking out, or you just like hands down, whatever. And I was like, we didn't affect you.
Yeah.
We want you to leave with a smile
on
and
your
head
face.
up.
Yes.
So I tend to read you
at the end,
at that salutation
absolutely.
for sure. And that's it. If there's a quirk that you have at your restaurant that that we missed or we just don't know about, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
At the Modern Waiter Podcast on Gmail on Instagram, and themodernwaiter@gmail.com. I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter.
I'm Danny Villain. Subscribe, people.
We will see you next time.
Later.
Shorty was blazing, scene 2. I make my way across the room. I see the shorty seeing me come through. She knows what's up, but